Well, good Monday afternoon. This is John Bushka. And last Thursday, I took a little day trip to Temple University in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, which is when I went to George Washington, people said would compare it to Temple, but I think GWU is um, all private, and I think Temple is partly public. It's large and it's urban and interesting. There's the tower in the center, and that's the Charles Library, which is really large, and um, I think it's probably larger than William and Mary's Family Library, but it's a very unusual architecture, a rooftop garden, and all kinds of interesting stuff inside. It has an automated book um, moving machine, sort of like Amazon machinery. They have a video about that. And there's I think that's the church. There's a nearby courtyard, and that's me, and that's my cover for my next book. And here's a couple more pictures, and just a couple of little videos I'll show you. Oh, and a picture. I'm going to talk about my oral history interview again in just a minute. I'll just show you these pictures from it. And that's near where I ate in the middle of the day. And there's a lot of eateries right around me. And that uh, that was that last video was the train station near 30th Street Station. I think you can walk into it from 30th Street Station in Philadelphia, where you get off the Amtrak. You can, like, here's Philadelphia, and the 30th Street Station is right there, and Temple is up here in this area near the Cecil B. DeMille. This is just the subway. The Philadelphia SEPTA has very different trains. There's a mishmash of different kinds of trains. Some of them are underground and old, like New York, and some of them are newer, and some of them are more like railroads. But you can go this way, around this way on almost a railroad, and get to this side of the campus, or you can take the CCB more and get to this side. But if you enlarge a little bit, then you can see the campus, and it's about um, a half a mile square each way. It's across. It takes, you can walk across it pretty comfortably. It's a pretty interesting campus. Um, Now, I want to just get back and just talk a little bit about the video, which I'll just bring that picture back up. Um, yeah, there's a new URL for the video. The box.com video is no longer made available. Since there's now a new video that's ADA compliant and that has the text of everything that is said both by me and by the interviewer on the screen. Now, when you make a video on YouTube, you can save that. You can show the text if you want. You can give that an option, and it will normally make a transcript for you um, that you can look at in the comments. Normally, it's done that. So YouTube sort of, I guess that's an ADA compliance thing. I've never really heard that, but back in 2019, I remember there was a lot of legal stuff going on at YouTube, toward the end of the year. Remember that, the COPPA stuff and everything. I remember that just before the pandemic. There were a lot of changes, and YouTube offers you the ability to show the text or translate to show the text on screen when you make a video if you want to. It doesn't require you to. But it might be if I try to make a more professional film because I have a disc file of the original box thing, but I don't have the disc file. I can only just play it, and I'm going to give you the URL and the notes. Also, it will challenge you with the CAPTCHA. And you'll be asked to identify of 9 boxes, which ones are a picture of a bed or a picture of a towel or something like that. You'll get, and then it'll change the URL to a William and Mary URL, and then you'll be able to play the video. It's 3 hours and 9 minutes long. It may take a few seconds for it to come up fully, and then you can navigate any place you want in the video. I would suggest. I am not going to do it yet, but I would suggest that if you go to the 35-minute mark and play to about the 38-minute mark, the issue of the tribunals and the hazing is something I talked about. I haven't extracted that. I've extracted, I think, 5 videos from the box video, but if you want to look at that, I looked at that today. That's kind of interesting. A little bit PG-13-ish, a little, just a touch on the grown-up side, talking about hazing in college, which went on in 1961. 60 years ago. This is my life 60 years ago. But Temple was interesting to go to another campus. It's very interesting, very affable. Just has a lot of stuff on it, a lot of modern, new buildings and older buildings and a lot of different schools. There's a school of public health, a big business school, a big law school, all kinds of things. So it was just, I know somebody there personally. So I went to just for the day on Thursday. And I just thought I would share this with you today. Shorter video than usual. And that should be it. I've got another one about some of how I interpret my situation personally, and with the political climate and everything. I've got another one coming up. Yes, I did. I'll just say that Saturday night I was at home. Went to a movie, went to see Monument, which is about making a monument to fallen soldiers on both sides in Lebanon in 1999. And I got home a little bit early and was going to watch the correspondence dinner, and we all know what happened on Saturday night. And I watched it play by play from home on CNN. And you could see more when you're at home on CNN than if you were allowed to go there. And it's a very disturbing. Obviously, this is a very disturbing incident, and whatever motivated the person. But I'll talk more about my own thoughts about that soon. And I do thank you for listening.